guys, TinaGale here with my Scrapbook Ideas, and today I wanted to share a new paper packet from the Seasonal Holiday Expressions catalog from Close to My Heart. So I am a consultant if you do not already have one, and this packet is City Sidewalk. So I'm going to walk you through the paper that I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to create a layout. And the layout was inspired totally by a fellow consultant, Brenda Rose, and you can find her at Rose Blossom Legacies. But I'm going to show you everything that I'm doing. But this is the Workshop on the Go, and if you look in the catalog, it is a complete workshop in a bag. So you're going to get all of your paper and cardstock embellishments. You're also going to get a cutting guide and instructions to create 3 double-page layouts, as well as with some extra product you can create cards and some pocket pages to go in between your layouts to add in even more photos and more paper and more embellishments. So this is the collection that I'm going to be working with today. And then I'm going to be taking a pattern from one of our sketchbooks. This is Make It From Your Heart Volume 2. And so it has double pages, single pages, and even cards in it. But this is the layout that I'm going to be doing. This is one I've done several times. I love the design. You can switch it up. So again, this was inspired by Brenda Rose. The sketch is from Close to My Heart. You can find it in here. I'll have all the links to the product in my blog post, so hop over to my blog to see all of those. But let me walk you through the paper real quick. So in the paper packet, you're going to get 2 sheets of each one of these, and there are 6 different designs. One of them is a pocket page, cut apart sheet, and it's the same front and back, but one runs vertical and the other side runs horizontal, so they'll fit any of your pockets. The other 5 pages are double-sided patterned paper. So I'll show you real quick these. And I'm only going to be using these 3 back here, I believe, but I wanted to show you all of it. I love this one with the text. The back side's a white with a blue polka dot. This one, that's like a word find, so it has all of these winter words in here. Super cute. Back side's red. So this layout's going to stay in the blue and the green. So little trees and then the candy cane stripes. So you can see with one side of the paper you can get a very traditional Christmas look, but by using the other side you can get more of a winter look. Just a whole other look to it. And then it also comes with 3 sheets of white cardstock and a sheet of Lagoon. Your embellishments, you're going to get 3 of the thin washi tapes. The complements are glittered words and embellishments that have already been die cut for you, so they're in the red and the silver glitter, as well as stickers. And then what I love about this is now we include this, and it's just a suggestion how you can split the embellishment pack up to create different themes, different layouts, different projects. So like they're suggesting all of these would go together really well. They're all in the red and the green, your traditional Christmas. All of this is more of a winterscape. It has the houses and the silver. So I love that they give you some suggestions. You're also going to get some red enamel gems. So all of that's included in the workshop on your way. So let's get started on creating this layout. I'm going to be using the 2 white cardstocks for my background, and then these 3 papers are the ones that I'm going to be using for my layout. And I'm just going to simply go to the pattern that's in the book, and it tells me paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4, and so on, and what sizes to cut them. So I'm going to go through that and cut all my paper, decide which papers I want where, and then I'll come back and we'll put it all together. I've cut all of my papers, and again I kept with all of the blues, and I'm just going to start putting them down just the way the sketch shows. And I'm also pretty closely staying to Brenda's layout that I said inspired me. The order that she chose her papers, I changed it up just slightly but not much. I loved the way that she had designed hers. So I'm putting it down here. I'm trying to figure out the spacing because I did swap up just a little bit. I decided to use some of the branding strips for my strips, and I'm also using these little swirl designs that are die cut from the silver. So I just needed to see if everything was going to fit in there and if I was going to have any space left. So these dark blue strips with the trees, those are some of the branding strips, and I liked that pop of that dark blue in there, so I really wanted to use those instead of some of the patterned paper. And then for these strips that are going vertical, I decided to go ahead and pull out the other pattern paper that had the houses on it. I liked that it had just touches of color. Even though this left strip is really, really thin, you don't see a lot of the design. You see enough of it to kind of know what's on there, and then the wider strip on the right, really, you can see the houses and the car and some of the words. So I chose to use that for those tall vertical strips. And then I'm just finishing off this last little opening with this silver swirl die cut. And these do not have the adhesive on them, so I just use my liquid glass. It just takes a little bit. And that one was not quite long enough, so I do end up taking the piece that I cut off for the right side and add it into the left side so that I can finish that out. I have a photo that's going to go over most of it, but I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have a gap there. And then I'm ready to start embellishing. So I'm just using the sticker sheets. And again, I'm kind of following Brenda's layout that she did. I changed it up just slightly, but I loved these little ornaments just hanging down, and I'll end up taking my black liner pen and adding a string from the top of the page down to the bottom, or down to the ornaments. And the sketch shows a lot more photos than what I use. I'm going way back into my photos. This is of my son when he was 2 years old. So, you know, this is 20 some years ago. So I didn't have that many photos, and I ended up splitting them up. The ones on the right were of him playing with the camcorder. This is when camcorders were just getting really, really popular, and they were really big. So he spent more time wanting to play with that than he did his gifts. And so I chose to use those two over on the right-hand page, and then the three of him playing with one of his gifts onto the left side of the page, and then I'll journal all about that. So then on the sticker sheet was this one of Santa driving this car, and I thought that was too cute, and it really pulled in the red from the photos. And so I'm just going to pop dot that up over that photo on the left, and I just thought that was really, really cute. Then I took one of the cut aparts, and it's the blue with this string of lights, and I tucked it in onto the right hand side, and that's where I'm going to add my journaling in. And then I wanted to make a little cluster of embellishments here on the right. And I believe that Brenda may have used some gifts and things, and she did hers in a little bit different spot. But because of I wanted to put more red in there to kind of create that triangle across to the left-hand side. You know, I'm going to add that red bow up there, and then I've got the car, and then, so I chose to use the jolly over on the right-hand side. And then I'm just going to make a little scene here at the bottom with some of the gifts, and I believe I use a tree maybe. I don't have my layout in front of me, so we'll see. It might just be gifts. But I pop dotted some of them up, and some of them I just left straight down or flat. And the great thing about these embellishments on the glittered ones that are die cut, there are several that are in different color or different sizes. So I was able to sit and switch back and forth so that I could have a good variation of sizes. Okay, so here it is. I did have a tree, but I guess I decided on this ornament since I had the ornament up at the top of the layout, just to kind of put that down below. And that just repeats all of those colors that were up at the top. So I really love how this turned out, and it was so fast and easy with using the patterns from the Make It From Your Heart books. It gives you all of the dimensions and everything. I did change it up. I didn't follow it like when I was showing you that it had paper 1, 2, and 3, and you could simply just take your papers. I wanted them not to be the same paper straight across. So like on the bottom left is the text paper on the blue, but on the right it's the kind of the polka dot paper. So I had to sit and figure out which ones I wanted where. If you followed the cutting guide, then what would be straight across would be the exact same patterned paper. And that helps. I've done that design and it's very cute. And you can also take this and put the layouts on the opposite sides so that your pattern paper is all in the center of your double page layouts, and that's really nice too. So there's a lot of different ways you can change this sketch up and do different things so that it doesn't look exactly like you did it before. So there I went ahead and I drew the lines in, and then I'm going to take my enamel gems and just put around in some different places, and that really adds some pop. And I added those silver snowflakes and kind of star shapes around the layout, and again that just gave that pop. And then this is our new glimmer pen, and so it's just a clear shimmer. It goes on so quick and easy, and I just went over all of the little white pieces on the paper, and it just added that pop of glitter, and it just really finished off this layout. So I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to check out the blog post if you want links to any of the products and see close-ups, and I'll have some close-ups of the layout or a photo of the layout here at the end. So thanks so much for watching. If you don't have a consultant, I would love to help you out, and you can shop at myscrappyideas.ctmh.com. Thanks for watching. Bye.